Welcome to my Breaking Bad tour. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico right now, and I'm driving on Eubank, hoping to hook up with Central, where many of the scenes from Breaking Bad were shot, as well as Eubank, the main road that takes you to Walton Skyler's house, to the car wash, things like that. So, please enjoy this virtual tour of site locations for Breaking Bad. Something I love about the Southwest and the deserts is just the way everything expands all around. Ooh, the sun. It's like infinite. The Old West. Right now I'm walking around Trader Joe's. This is if Skyler were a real character in Albuquerque, New Mexico. She'd shop here at this Trader Joe's location. Well, these are the sort of neighborhoods that Walton and Skyler have to drive frequently to get home. These tract houses, these subdivisions built in the 70s, 80s, these are what defined the domestication of Walton and Skyler. Yes, indeed. Okay, I am rolling up now to Walton Skyler's house. I'm going to park in the exact same places that people would do surveillance on them in. Oh, would you look at that? I am a creepy spy who is now stalking the Breaking Bad house. There it is. On my way now to the car wash. There's another site across the street. And what I'm beginning to understand is that actually the site locations are realistic. The route and distance between each location makes sense. The car wash is only down the street from Walt's house, where he lived and where he worked. However, the school is clear across town. I'm not going to make that one. Now we are walking to the Octopus Carwash. There it is. That's the place that Walt worked, the car wash that they purchased. There's the Octopus Carwash again. If you can't read. And now, take a walk over to Taco Sal's. Car wash across the street. This is very perfect shoot location for Breaking Bad. So strange. Total bust out strip mall. I'm now walking forward, and behind me is the strip mall where both Saul Goodman's office and the bar where Walt meets Jane's father. Behind me, actually I'm about to walk on the parking spot where Jesse and Walt first roll up and see Saul's office. And then behind me over here, called the Lucky's Lounge, that is where that bar was, called Cowboys. And over there, Princess Spa Nails, I think, is where the spa was that Saul wanted those guys to buy. And their Lucky's Lounge is where Jane's father and Walt had that drink. And here we have the grocery store during Walt's fugue state when he decided to show up naked and claim that he had a fugue state. Of course, we know that that was at the end of season 1, beginning of season 2. in which they had just survived Tuco. Yes, fair and square. Thank God it wasn't Whole Foods. That's the line. Here is the rear side of the Anza Motor Lodge, the defunct place where you see Walt throw out his spare tire so he can place a big bag of money after selling a big batch of blue to Gus the first time. Indeed, that's it. But like many shithole hotels, it has a pretty cool sign. Yeah. Clean ones always have the boring sign. Uh-oh. Yeah, the dirty, junky ones from the 60s. There it is. That's where the drug deal went down. Yeah, so I'm in the intersection, getting really close to two sites. The convenience store that Jesse would go to from time to time, and that's just down the street from Jane and Jesse's duplex. It is a university kind of neighborhood, a bit nicer than the Anza Road place, the Anza Motor Lodge. All right, well, here is a recognizable convenience store, the place where Jesse's bike got stolen. Try H. Road closed on the way. How am I going to get through there? We have to find a different way. The road is closed right now where I was going to drive up to Jesse and Jane's duplex, and I was going to park my car, which is right behind me. If you are a fan of the show, you know that that is the same kind of car that Jesse drives, which I thought would have been a little ridiculous. I may add that I had that car long before I saw Breaking Bad, just in case you think I'm some kind of freak fan. This seems to be it. This rings a bell. This is the back porch in which Jesse and Jane conspired against Walt. I am trespassing. I am trespassing onto somebody's property. This isn't the right thing to do. I better get out of here. This is my obsession. Can't go this far. Trespassing. No. This hospital here was used as an outside shot before Walt went to meet his doctor. And if you go, this is exactly where I first took my exit on the freeway. I rolled right into this place. It was very easy. And this is Crystal Palace, coming up right here. The Crossroads Motel. This is the Crystal Palace where Hank, lots of scenes happen here. Let's do a little. This is it. Crystal Palace. It's pretty small. It's amazing what perspective will do when you're shooting it. Indeed. Pardon me for rushing through this, but it was in many respects just an afterthought. Passing through Albuquerque. Why not see my favorite show's sights? This bridge takes us over to a different part of town. Kind of weird. It's like, look at this, Old West. Yeah, I'm gonna take a left here on this bridge. That should take us to Combo's Corner. Walter was no main road for it, but here we go. Now I'm taking you on my own little tour. This is This is the neighborhood. The scene, if you recall, where the kid sold drugs to Jesse, the same corner that Combo was shot, the same corner where Walt ran over the gangsters that were employing the kid that sold drugs and shot Combo. Not this corner, but this is the neighborhood, and we'll be at that corner momentarily. So this is definitively the corner. I actually drove all around it before I realized what was happening. You'll recognize the triangular. Actually, this would have been an old structure, but it's a messed up place. This is where he was being mad dogged. And this is where he was shot. Yeah, seems like a good place to sell some meth. True stories in fiction. All right, continuing the tour along Central, the cruise up Central. Continuing the cruise up Central, we're about to pass by the doghouse where Jesse bought his first gun. Yes, sitting outside there. All right, I'm cruising up on the house now where those two tweakers and that boy that Jesse saved, the one dude got his head smashed in with an ATM. That's this house. Do. All right. Now in the neighborhood of Jesse's house, was first his aunt's house, then became his house. It's definitely a nicer neighborhood, historic, very clearly an old place, but urban in that way that it's really just stone's throw from downtown. Yeah. These are some weird little sidewalks. They make you turn, go. Yep. There used to be a tree there at some point. See, there used to be one here too. Do. Really, the house is unrecognizable. I read that they did some modeling and now it looks different. This kind of looks like it could be the house of Jesse's place, but there doesn't seem to be a gate there or anything. So, but that does look like it. I'm going to have to compare shots from the show. Now, this could be Jesse's house, but it doesn't quite look like the right space. But like I said, they made, or the owners did some sort of addition in which changed the appearance. So, I'm giving you both. Well, this has to be the house. Fits the description in every way. But they clearly took down the fence and put in a garage. Looks different, but that's it. That's the one. Doing the Breaking Bad tour is not only a great way to get really geeky about your show, your favorite show, but also to see interesting sights and sides of town to Albuquerque that you might not normally have visited, if you ever would have visited Albuquerque. By the way, if you do happen to have info, the skinny, haps, data, and you're hip to where this show was shot, please go and find that Google map and add more points, especially concerning seasons 4 and 3 seems to be missing some stuff.